The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip6, Motorola Razr 50 Ultra, and Xiaomi Mix Flip are here to redefine what it means to have a compact, powerful flagship that fits in your pocket. Each one is beautiful, loaded with next-gen specs, and surprisingly different in the way they approach the foldable lifestyle. Whether you're a die-hard Samsung user, curious about Moto's revival, or tempted by Xiaomi's bold entry, this comparison is your ultimate guide. Let's talk displays. Samsung brings its classic 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X with 1080 by 2640 resolution, 120Hz refresh, and peak brightness of 2600 nits. It's vibrant and reliable, but Motorola steps it up with a massive 6.9-inch POLED panel, same resolution but a blazing fast 165Hz refresh rate and 3000 nits brightness. Then there's Xiaomi dropping jaws with a 6.86-inch LTPO AMOLED screen with 1224 by 2912 pixels, Dolby Vision, 120Hz, and also 3000 nits peak. Bottom line? Xiaomi wins in resolution, Moto in refresh rate, Samsung in software polish. Cover screens are where it gets fun. Samsung's outer display is 3.4 inches, good for quick glances and notifications. Motorola says nope, we're going full utility with a 4-inch high-res AMOLED that supports full apps, Gemini AI, and even YouTube. Xiaomi matches the size with a 4-inch AMOLED at 1392 by 1208 pixels, also at 120Hz. Motorola's outer screen is smarter and more interactive, but Xiaomi's is brighter and richer. Samsung's feels more basic in comparison, focused on glanceability rather than interactivity. Now, camera setups. Samsung goes with a dual camera system, a 50MP main with OIS and a 12MP ultrawide. It's sharp, dependable, and benefits from One UI's image processing. Motorola packs a 50MP main and a 50MP telephoto lens with 2x optical zoom plus a 32MP selfie camera. Meanwhile, Xiaomi flexes with a dual 50MP setup too, but adds Leica lenses and the ability to shoot 8K video. If you want cinematic shots and pro-grade color science, Xiaomi and Moto are ahead. Samsung still does great, but it's more about balance than pure power. Performance? All three phones run on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but Xiaomi's tuned version paired with up to 16GB RAM and UFS 4.0 storage makes it the fastest. Samsung sticks to 12GB across the board, same for Motorola, but Moto also includes RAM boost tech to virtually increase capacity. Xiaomi scores highest in benchmarks, followed closely by Samsung. Moto brings strong AI enhancements with lower clock speeds. For heavy multitaskers or gamers, Xiaomi takes the lead. For smooth everyday usage, all three deliver. Battery life is another deciding factor. Samsung keeps it modest with a 4000 mAh cell supporting 25W wired and 15W wireless charging. Motorola also uses a 4000 mAh unit but offers 45W fast wired and 15W wireless charging plus reverse wireless. Xiaomi destroys the category with a 4780 mAh battery and blazing 67W wired charging. The wireless isn't mentioned. If you hate plugging in often, Xiaomi is the endurance king, while Motorola charges the fastest. Samsung is solid but less exciting here. Let's not ignore software. Samsung ships with Android 14 and One UI 6.1.1, arguably the most mature and polished foldable software on the market. Motorola brings Hello UX with tons of gesture controls, AI tools, and native Gemini integration right on the outer screen. Xiaomi runs HyperOS on top of Android 14. It's sleek, powerful, and feature-packed but slightly less optimized for foldables than Samsung or Moto. If you want stability and long-term updates, Samsung leads. Want next-gen AI? Motorola takes that crown. When it comes to durability, Samsung is still the benchmark. It's IP48 rated, uses Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and has an Armor aluminum frame. Motorola's build quality is premium with Gorilla Glass and vegan leather back, but only IPX8 water resistance, no dust protection. Xiaomi doesn't advertise any IP rating, but it does have shield glass and stainless steel hinge. For rugged reliability, Samsung is your safest bet. Motorola brings flair, Xiaomi brings edge, but neither tops Samsung in long-term toughness. And finally, audio and extras. Xiaomi includes stereo speakers with Dolby Vision, high-res wireless audio, and an infrared port. Motorola's dual stereo speakers are tuned with Dolby Atmos and Snapdragon sound. Samsung delivers stereo speakers too, 32-bit audio, and great clarity, but lacks some of Xiaomi's enthusiast-friendly codecs. All three skip the headphone jack, of course. For immersive media, Moto and Xiaomi lead. Samsung's fine, but again, it's the safest and least risky. So who wins? If you want raw power, the best battery, top display resolution, and like-attuned cameras, Xiaomi Mix Flip is the beast. If you crave intelligent software, the smartest external screen, great cameras, and ultra-fast charging, Motorola Razr 50 Ultra is your go-to. And if you want a balanced foldable with flagship-grade software, IP rating, and Samsung polish, the Z Flip6 is still a killer choice. Each flip phone brings something unique. Your next upgrade? Depends on what you value most.